Welcome to our open mic. I'm delighted to have you here. Whoever's here now, you're here from the beginning, so you'll get to see everyone. Oh, now it's louder. The stragglers are probably going to miss out. But I just wanted to let you know, for those of you who have not heard, how fantastic we are doing. And I must say to you that it's because of not only our wonderful staff, but because of each and every one of you. Has anybody heard any news about ASAP? Do you know what I'm talking about? Anybody? The ASAP program is expanding tremendously. Yes. And it's because of your persistence, the high graduation rates, the fact that you're coming back. So I want to urge each and every one of you, if you know anybody who you think can benefit from this wonderful program, we will be taking in 300 new students in September 2012. Pretty amazing. And the following year even more, and the following year even more. So I also encourage, if any of you would like to really officially work with us, to please do so. And I don't want to take up a lot of time because we have some great performances. But first, I would like to acknowledge, and for all of you to give a round of applause and a thank you to Danielle Izzo Buckner and the ASAP staff for putting this afternoon's event together. We'll see and hear all the great performers. We have a wonderful meal planned and some nice goodies for you to take home later on. So everybody sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Thank you, Ms. Brower. So we ready to have some fun tonight? All right. So this is my favorite ASAP event every year. You know, we all work with you, and we talk about your academics, and we talk about personal things, and good things, and not so good things all the time, but this is a really great opportunity for us to see the other side of you. And we all really appreciate you guys coming out here and performing and supporting your fellow ASAP students. One word of note. Let's be really supportive of all our performers tonight. Everybody's really nervous. I'm performing. I'm kind of nervous. I woke up not feeling so well. So let's really support them. If anyone, you know, looks a little nervous, let's give an extra round of applause to make sure that they feel great on stage and give us the best of themselves. Also, just a little note, please turn off all electronic devices, the Blackberries and the things and the other things that I know nothing about. Okay, so we have a great lineup this afternoon. And we're going to get things going with our very first performer of the night. He is a Cohort 3 student. He is not a stranger to ASAP Open Mic. He loves to write and has a real interest in psychology. His name is Mr. Daniel Axe, and he will be performing, well, a song for you.
How's everybody doing? So basically, I did a little remake of myself off this song, so hope you like it. Who am I? Probably a regular guy, but the significant difference between you and I is when I cry. I spit these hot lines straight from the heart, so I know they're not lies. Molded by my mind, expressed by my lyric, so I could give a damn if you even want to hear it. And when I'm in the zone spitting on the mic, it's the main reason why music's my life. I never give it up. For this moment I'll fight. Why go to this extent? I want this moment for life. Good morning, good evening. And as long as I'm alive, then it's rap that I'm eating. Stay true is what I'm gonna do. perfect when music don't take me for a fool. You got no damn clue what the hell I've been through. Portray a false image so I could impress you. F that. Just so you know where I stand. I started in '04, had about 9 fans. Even had haters who tried to crush my hand. That I took Royal Flush, got a pen and a pad and my headphones blasting. Key ingredients to make music with a passion. Don't be judgmental when it's oriental. Shuts out the whole crowd when I bump an instrumental. Close my eyes, all I hear is the bass, and it feels like my whole entire place vibrates. This is my zone, this is my throne. But simply put, yeah, this is what I call home. I had my ups and my down in the dumps, and for most cases I was damaged for months, but I took that negativity, added some creativity. Over time developed this lyrical ability. God-given talent, this is what God gave me. Same time a weapon to fight with life daily. I'm not perfect, there's room for improvement. I'm about to rocketeer like the Far East movement. Some people don't realize that I'm dedicated. Without music, I know I never would have made it. Simply stated, me and music can't be separated. If you can't understand that, you're gonna have to hate it. It was my best friend. Bad times when my life was on that downward decline. I struggled in the past and I was always pissed, but now I'm back on track like the New York Knicks. Rep the Philippines, also rep Jamaica, Queens, and in the process I'ma reach for my dreams. Giving up now would be breaking the law. You can never make it. Wait a sec, pause. Sorry, needed that moment of silence. You say that I'm stubborn, I say I'm defiant. Yeah, so I'ma reach for the scars. I know it's not easy, I'ma have to reach far, but this is my moment. I feel so alive. I felt like I died, but I guess I'm revived. When it comes to music, yeah, I'm never gonna back down. Heavy hitter in the booth, you could call me Pacquiao. If this is my time, one moment to shine, then I'ma make sure this moment is mine. You know that saying that silence is golden. I'd rather be silver if it means I'm outspoken.
Let's give it up for Mr. Daniel Axe. Another round of applause. That was awesome. It's always hard going first. Okay, I think for our next act, where is she? Ashley Prasad is our second act. Oh. So how's everybody doing tonight? We should probably move the stand over, because Ashley Prasad, our next performer for the evening, she's a dancer, so wherever she feels comfortable. Yes. 2 minutes. Well, Eve is next on the lineup, so. Eve, would you like to go now? Yeah. Well, our next performer will be Eve Johnson. Let's say a little more about Eve, though. Eve is, she's been performing at her open mic for the last 3 years in a row. And this is your last semester, Eve, right? Yay, she's graduating, and we're very, very proud of Eve. And this is a nice send-off for her from Queensboro ASAP. So let's give a round of applause for Eve.
So I'm going to read you all a story that was published in the most recent Communique paper. It's a short story of mine, and there's a warning above it. The following story contains strong language and violence that some people may find offensive, so I'm just letting you all know. And I'm not crazy. I don't need psychological help. I just write like this. Most people live their lives in a daze. They wake up without ever waking up. They eat without ever tasting the food. They work without ever really caring. They fuck without ever really feeling. They love without ever understanding. Most people miss out on life, Rain said as she was kicked in the face, slamming against the cement wall. She felt warm liquid sliding down her head. She licked her lips in anticipation for more. It was always more she was seeking. Her life had become a game, a game in which the object was freedom, the obstacle was life, and the salvation was death. "You're weak," she shouted, blowing her bangs out of her face. Everything was dark. She was positive she blacked out a few times, but she could not be sure. Wherever he took her, it was someplace underground where no one would hear her cries, the last cries of a dismal life. "That's all you've got?" she shouted, or tried to, since standing up was a difficult feat. Finally, she was able to stand using the wall for support. She shut her eyes and shoved her body into him full force. She could not see his face, but she heard a low growl from him, very human and very pathetic. "You're weak, you're pathetic, you're not a man." Rain kept pushing him, smacking him, punching him, scratching him, but he was like the cement wall. He would not budge. She just got angrier. Then her anger turned into fear. She was afraid he'd bail out on their deal, and then she would have to find someone else to help her. No, it had to be now. It had to be in this hour. It had to be in this moment. This was her time to shine, and she would shine so red. "I thought you were going to help me," she shouted and spat in his face, or what she assumed was his face. This seemed to stir some life within his stone body. He punched her hard in the face. Her jaw was in pain, and she spat out a tooth. "Bastard, piece of shit," she yelled. He began choking her. She clawed her nails in his skin. She kicked at his legs. This was not part of the deal. The deal had certain ritualistic guidelines to it. He was deviating. How could she complain, really? The end result was the same. Her suffering, though, wouldn't be as long as she'd hoped. Still, this was not how she wanted to die. But then he let her go, and she gasped. Her throat hurt, and the oxygen made her feel high, higher than she already was. "You're crazy. Why are we doing this?" he said, his voice pained. Marvin knew this was wrong, and if caught, he'd possibly go to prison again for a very long time. As Rain sucked in air, she stared in the direction of her savior. She knew from the moment she walked into the bar and spotted him that he would be the one to rescue her, to save her from her pitiable existence. "Be my savior," she heard the words in her head. "I thought you were going to help me," she shouted. "Look, I'm sorry. I'm real messed up right now, and you're crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing," he slurred slightly. It was all true. He was very messed up in the biggest sense of the word. High on cocaine and drunk. She began crying quietly. Her savior could not back down. Maybe in the moments before salvation, you beg. So she begged. She struggled to her knees to feel his hard body. She felt his strong legs and thighs and hesitated before moving her hands roughly over his hidden manhood. She used him to draw herself upward, and he helped her by pulling her arms. Her jaw was in excruciating pain, as was her head, but she softly kissed this man's face and neck. "I was a convicted criminal. I did my time, but I've never hit a woman before. You're sick." He hugged her close to his body. He kept speaking, though he no longer had any idea what exactly it was he was saying. He thought of Yvonne, his beautiful dead sister. This girl looked just like her, though her eyes were simply blue and her hair much longer and darker. If her hair were shorter and curlier, he might have thought she was his sister in the bar. When she walked in, she took his breath away. Physically, she and Yvonne shared similar features, but the eyes convinced him to help her. Her expression reminded him of Yvonne's expression the last time he saw her, totally broken, yet totally determined. "What is your name?" she whispered in her savior's ear. She softly flicked her tongue on his ear to taste the sweat of the man who would grant her salvation. "Marvin," he said. "Tell me, Marvin, have you killed before?" she asked. "That is what I did time for." "Who did you kill?" She slowly nibbled on his neck, swaying against his body to music only the dead can hear. This was her time to shine. "My bastard stepfather." He began to sob, sucking in air quickly through his nostrils. He drove my sister to insanity, basically murdered her. The judge never understood. The jury never cared. Rain stopped nibbling on his neck and grabbed his face with her hands. She kissed him, and it was a painful kiss, filled with blood, tears, and sweat. Her jaw was in so much pain, it was beautiful. "Oh, Marvin," she paused for dramatic effect. "Your sister was just a stupid whore." He pushed her. "What did you say?" His voice thundered in this dark place. "She was just a silly whore. She had it coming." Rain began to laugh, really laugh. She was so high, she didn't know his dead sister, but she felt so good. Death would be hers. This was her time to shine. Bitch. He punched her. "Yes," she laughed again. "Your stupid sister deserved everything that happened to her. Tell me, Marvin, did he push her down the stairs or put a bullet in her head?" He punched her jaw, and she cried out in pain, beautiful, blissful pain. "Shut up." She could hear the tears in his hard voice. She could feel the rage emanating from his body. She couldn't stop smiling. His rage would help her. He was her savior, and he was filled with an all-consuming bloody rage. Oh yes, she shouted as he punched her repeatedly. She laughed while he kicked her in the stomach. I hope she died a horrible death. Those are the best ones, she said. He grabbed her by the hair and began banging her head into the ground. Yes, she sighed the word. Her life was slowly ebbing away. She remembered the last few moments of meeting Marvin. She thought back to how she walked into the empty bar and saw him. She knew without knowing that tonight would be her night. Most girls look forward to their prom or their wedding day, but not Rain. Her salvation was death, and Marvin would save her. He had bought her a drink, then another drink, then another drink. The way he stared at her, she knew he would agree to anything she said. Before she knew it, her head was swimming with alcohol, and so was his. He took her to his car, where he prepared 2 clean needles for the cocaine he would inject into himself and into her. What the hell, who cares? Tonight was her night. By some divine hand, her savior was delivered to her, Marvin, a convicted killer and coke addict. Be my savior. She had spoken the words to seal her fate, and he, her savior, had agreed. She never knew why he agreed and didn't really care. All she cared about was getting what she wanted, a painful death, something she could be proud of. She wanted to be saved from her hard life of foster homes, prostitution, drugs, and most of all, her own mind. In turn, Marvin thought this girl was completely insane, yet the look in her eyes was so much like Yvonne. He had always wanted to help Yvonne. He had wished a million times for time to go backwards so he could be there for his sister. Seeing the determination in this girl's eyes, he made up his mind. He would help his sister through this troubled girl. Rain brought herself back to the present time. She could no longer taunt him or move a limb because she was so badly beaten, so bloody. She was half leaning on the wall and half lying on the hard floor. She heard him walk unsteadily, and then she heard heavy things being moved. She smiled and breathed in her last few painful breaths. She wished she could see the art he had made out of her. She wished she could see the colorful bruises and the crimson red on her skin. She was shining. This was her time. Any last words? He said through clenched teeth. She opened her eyes to see his dark silhouette, holding something heavy on his shoulder. Once again, she smiled. This was her time to shine, and she would shine so red, finally.
Keep your applause for Eve Johnson. So our next performer, we should actually move the microphone stand for our next performer. Very excited. Our next performer is Ms. Ashley Prasad. She is performing for us a cultural dance. She tried to explain the dance to me, and the best I could come up with, it's a cultural dance. But very excited. This is her very first open mic, first semester in ASAP. So let's give a very, very warm round of applause for Ms. Ashley Prasad. describe the dance, I would describe it as awesome. Another round of applause for Ashley Prasad. Our next performer is also new to the ASAP Open Mic. Very exciting. He is a criminal justice student who is performing some comedy, and his name is Mr. Preston Baker.
Hey Liz, this is the first time I'm doing this. We're gonna do a little stand-up comedy and everything. As Danielle said, I'm a criminal justice major because I want to lock up all my friends, but we're not gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. But where did Ashley go? Gosh, that was a nice dance, right? I think I'm gonna ask her to marry her today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But what I wanted to talk about, I wanted to give y'all, because it's a nervous thing when you're doing something brand new. I never did this before. So I figure I'm gonna just say something really embarrassing that this is the reason why I drink. I'm gonna tell you a little story. I was about 16 years old. I was 16 years old, I just found myself. I think y'all know what that means. Do you know what that means? Yeah, there we go. So we found ourselves, we know what we found. And then I was staying at my auntie's house for the summer. My cousin, he was away playing basketball. She went to work. I said, man, this is good. I bought my first DVD, it's called Girls Gone Wild. I think y'all seen that before? All right, good. So I got my DVD, I snuck in her room. She used to lock her door. I snuck in her room, she got the big TV. I got a little Vaseline. Don't judge me. I got the little towel and everything. I'm ready. I'm about to have a good time. Ooh, my first date, I swear. I turned on the video, and it's not Girls Gone Wild. It was a bootleg DVD. I'll never buy a bootleg again. It was a lady and some horse. I don't know what it was. I'm not into that. I'm not a fetish. So it's not my thing. But me walking away, I said, oh, man, I've lost $10. So I leave. I said, hey, I'm going to go play basketball and everything. Either way, I came home, and there's my aunt sitting in the kitchen. She said, I don't know what that was up there, but we don't do that in this house. I said, oh, that's not what I had. I didn't have that in mind. No, I was just buying a porno. She said, I don't care what you was buying. Don't bring that in my house. I was so embarrassed. That was the most embarrassing moment in my life, so I drink because of it. And, I mean, my auntie she's going to tell the whole family member at Thanksgiving what I was watching a horse and a woman, and I said, no, I wasn't doing that. I was trying to buy a porno. I can't even explain it to her. She didn't want to hear it. She told me to leave. You know, she said, vacation is over. Go back to mommy. So that's what happened. But I drink, so this is what happens. So you start drinking, you realize, dang, I drink a lot. I realized we got a little culture of our own, you know. I'm not telling y'all to drink, I'm just saying this is what I do. We got a little culture of our own. We got our own language, right? Most people say, I don't remember. We say I was drunk, you know. You asked me what I did last week, and I was drunk. I don't remember, right? We got our own relationships, you know. We call them one-night stands. That's what we call them. I don't know what y'all call them. Got to jail, we call it rehab. But then we have these moments where we wake up in the morning and we embarrassed about the things we say, you know? You get embarrassed. You could say, dang, I drank. You don't remember what you said, but the person you was talking to remember you said, right? Many times I say, Grandma, I didn't call you a set, Nana. I swear, I was drunk. She said, I don't want to hear what you said. Yeah, I didn't get that, though. I woke up drunk. I woke up from being drunk. I called my grandma a slut at night. I didn't know what I was doing. I was drunk. We'll go to the next one. So, either way, how many of y'all still use Facebook? You're using Facebook? How many relationships have been messed up over Facebook? There you go. I know it's got to be a few relationships messed up over Facebook. I didn't know Facebook was a real world. It's a real world today. You can't even say what you want on Facebook. Before you could say whatever you want. Now you can't say, you say something, the girls get mad. This one is checking your account. She's poking you. One's poking back. I didn't even know what the pokey was before. I had a friend, I was poking him. I didn't even know what I was doing. He said, I just thought that was like, what's up? I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that, you know? I did this relationship, and I'm in a relationship. You know, relationship status update. It tells everybody that you're in a relationship. So I got cousins from down south like, congratulations. What are you talking about? I didn't know you could see it. You have exes calling you up. Oh, who's that? Who's the bimbo? I'm going to add her so I could curse her. What are you doing? No. So I had to take that down. I got to block a few people now. Then I had to block my father. I said, Dex, you keep liking all my statuses. You're going to scare my friends away. Who's this 60-year-old keep liking all my statuses? He said, I'm proud of you. You're going to college. I said, don't tell them that, though, because they don't know who you are. You know, we got the same name, though. Whatever you do, I'm going to tell y'all this. Whatever you do not name your son Junior. Don't be a junior. Don't make nobody a junior, all right? That just means that they number 2. All my life, hey, that's little Preston. You know, don't do that to your kids. You always got to try to make up for a reason why you're different. We look alike, name is the same, live in the same house. How can I be myself, right? Had to come up with the other thing. Anything he said he wanted to do, I did the opposite. He played football, I played basketball. He was short, I was tall. That was just the way it worked, you know? But that's all we're going to do for today. And I just wanted to say Steve is here. Stand up, Steve. Me and Steve, we're running against each other for president in the SGA next semester. This is my boy, though, so I just want y'all to know that we friends, we good friends, but we just doing this for, you know, he got his thing, I got my thing. But thank y'all very much. I appreciate everybody.
So you're starting the campaign early, I see. Interesting. Everybody should vote for student government. It's really exciting. We already have some ASAP students in student government. Are they here tonight, our student government reps? You should be. Shouldn't have asked that question. Moving on. Our next performer, actually, let's give another round of applause for Preston Baker. Our next performer, kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed there's extra camera people here tonight than normal. Well, she is been chosen to be featured in a documentary for CUNY. So she's been followed around and videotaped and really exciting, and she's representing ASAP well, and you should hopefully see, you know, her photo on subways and all kinds of cool things for ASAP and for CUNY. So I'm really excited, so let's give a big round of applause for Ms. Stephanie Jerome. you, Stephanie, so well. I didn't know you could dance like that. I'm going to call Stephanie MJ now for the little moonwalk thing. Another round of applause for Stephanie Jerome. So our next performer, this is also his first time participating in the ASAP open mic, and he was just shouted out before by Preston that he will be running for student government. So let's give a warm round of applause for Mr. Stephen Chopra.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna stand up here. This is just a poem, a short poem, called Legacy of Jealousy. Take a note of what happened in the past. Relive your moments as though it was only a first draft. When the time comes to pay your dues, remember it was a poem that gave you your first clue. The fruit of your loins may bring you laughter, and what you have may be what you have sought after. Once, twice, lucky again. This is the mark of many great men. For those of you whom struggle and fail, one day you'll have something to hail. You'll realize, like the former, that happiness is oblique. It is always sought after, mostly by the meek. That mark is the mark of an extraordinary man, one who will not wither nor wane, but instead persevere and gain. This is the true mark of happiness through pain.
Another round of applause for Mr. Stephen Chopra. I also forgot to mention that Stephen is also the president of the Males Club. So it's also a great organization here on campus. If you're interested in getting involved, you should see Stephen. So just do a lot of great things. And also, if you guys know Corey Batts, he's also another ASAP student who works in Males. So our next performer, another newbie. He's a C4 student, I'm sorry, C5 student. C5 student, we're up to C5. C5 student, and got to know him a little bit at the trip to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, and I'm excited to see what he's going to perform for all of you today. His name is Mr. Tevin Brown.
This is much lighter than I expected it to be, really, damn. Oh God, I didn't realize like everybody was like happy to see me, you know. If I had realized that, is this mic working? Because last time it didn't work. If I had realized that, I wouldn't have wrote the poem the way I did. I'm actually very nervous, guys, like really. I mean, I can't even, you know, like lie to you, but all right, let me just read it. So, yeah, all right. I was one of them. One of the only few whose nuts had grew. One of the only ones whose nuts that dropped and was able to write my name on top of the paper that dictates who stands on the stage for the people who came, but were forced to. We could pierce the knife through our chest and spill our heart, and half of you wouldn't realize the performance would start. But why should you? Perk up your ears for a motherfucker who bores you to tears, but I can't blame you. Anxiety was about to strike me, and it is now. So I plead, but they uttered something close to, I don't care, just bite me. You chose to stand up and come forward to spit your soul, so what more? What are you here for? Poetry is an art form, when one is free to express how they feel. So as I free my chest, I ask myself, why was I pushed away like the rest? They said, speak your mind. So fuck it, I guess this will suffice. really? Hold on, wait. But before we end this whole thing real quick, before we end it, now I don't feel nervous anymore. If anybody got that hidden layer I put under there, it's no offense to no one, really. It is no offense to anybody who felt like I offended them. That's just how I felt at the moment. I'm sorry. Next time, I feel more comfortable. I know you guys appreciate me coming up here. I'll write a much better poem for you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause for Tevin Brown, who was really, really nervous today. What's the deal with airlines? So the next performer is going to be Miss Danielle Buckner, Izzo Buckner, sorry. She is performing a poem called HIV, is that right? HIV. So I woke up yesterday with no voice, completely congested. I thought I was gonna just cry last night because I was like, oh my God, we have open mic. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to mime all of the performers. This is a poem, But my voice came back a little bit today. I'm very, very congested. So hopefully I do this poem justice. I actually performed it last semester at the Big Red event that we hosted. But I decided to do it again tonight, mainly because I think it's an important topic that we keep discussing, AIDS and HIV, and not to be like a Debbie Downer for the evening or anything like that, but I thought it would be nice to do something a little politically charged this evening. So. Before you sell this, you've got to respect this. Protect this. Let this genesis of confidence be the antithesis of recklessness. Before you hiss and shout, let this be about something more, not just an easy score, racking up the numbers residing where you slumber. Before you holler, hey baby, you've got to marinate in the glaze against your sexual haze. You've got to make them earn this, be able to discern this from concerns that you're just another left turn. You've got to burn those perceptions that now with him it's different. Because baby, difference ain't got a damn thing to do with this. You've got to show those yearnings that prevention is learning, protection is curing, and this is not just made for luring. You've got to think before you drop it like it's hot. Let your sizzle drizzle in the sexy, simmering, glimmering sheen of RESPECT. You've got to think before the grand spread, the dread of three said letters make you wind up. Ladies and gentlemen, we gather here this evening to mourn the passing of Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see before you the story that told you before he holds you, that he extols you, implodes with promises for you before he grows on you, because I know you. You have to make sure he knows what it means to be loving you. Because there's death to the breath for those who don't demand a revolution from the medical prostitution, a disease lurking in the streets, hooking line and sinker. It can't happen to me. Yes, and all can'ts are also can-be's. Please stand and consider, because before you destroy this, you've got to show that you own this so you can enjoy this.
And she had no voice this morning. One more time for Danielle! Woo! Is Joanne ready? Where is he? So, our next performer is Mr. Joan Mera. I don't know what you're pointing to. Hi, oh, Jonathan, what's your name? Oh no, that's Alberto. Jonathan and Alberto will be performing. No, is Carlos here? No, he's not coming. They'll be doing a little ditty for y'all in just a minute.
All right, so we got the technical difficulties under control. I don't know why the least technical person is here with this stuff. But this is really cool. This is a cross-cohort collaboration. You could call it a triple C. And it involves Mr. Joan Mera, who will be performing for you, and Mr. Alberto Lecoq, who is a cohort 3 student who makes beats. Really, really cool. And so they're teaming up. Enjoy. Round of applause.
I think one more person with me, but he couldn't make it. So sorry, but this is really hard, and I don't think I'm gonna do a long performance. So I'm gonna be really, really tired, but I'm gonna try my best to entertain you guys.
Alberto, go on, Alberto. So you didn't need another person. You were fine all by yourself. So, first of all, I just want everyone here to give a big round of applause for all of our performers this evening. Also want to give some special shout outs to people here. Professor Rosen is here to come out and support you guys. Big round of applause for Professor Rosen. Emil Paranello is, you're right in front of me. He's our IT guy. Very important. And also, big round of applause for the entire ASAP team. Ms. Brower, Mr. Williams, Mr. Atkins, all of our support staff, Rosanna, Melissa. All right, well, thank you. This was great, and I look forward to breaking bread with you all. And I think now it's time to eat. Yes? Oh.